Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here today. Before I get started, I do want to let you guys all know that I have heard your pleas about the volume. I know that there's been a lot of people that cannot hear hardly anything. They can hear a little bit and some that can hear just fine. So I decided to go ahead and order a new mic. That mic has not gotten here yet. However, I did reach into my stash of things that I forgot I had, and I did have a different mic that I had purchased last year and I never used it, so that is what I'm using tonight. So let me know if there's an improvement. I might just end up using this one, or I'll try the new one when that comes and see which one's the best. But if there is an improvement on the volume, let me know. I appreciate it, and thank you guys for letting me know that there was a problem. All right, so as usual, again, thank you for being here. If you are new here, welcome. Let me just say quickly, private readings are always available. All you have to do is reach out, email me. I will have that in the description box. Let's just get started. This is going to be a reading on Debbie Collier, okay? And so I was trying my hardest to get this video up today because I do want to, I really wanted to get it up before the press conference, as from what I understand, there's supposed to be a press conference tomorrow, so I wanted to just see what comes out of curiosity before that, given the information that we have, which is really strange. Okay, so we know Debbie Collier was 59 years old. I think if you're on YouTube, you probably know what happened, so I'm not going to really get into the story, but I want to pull a couple cards on Debbie Collier, and I also want to pull a couple cards on her daughter Amanda and her daughter's husband Stephen. So it sounds like there's some issues there, at least between Amanda and Stephen, that they, it sounds like it's been a rocky relationship at the very least. So I have a lover's oracle here, and I just want to pull out a couple of cards to see what the energy is around Amanda and her husband Stephen. Amanda and her husband Stephen. What's going on with this marriage or this relationship? What's the energy behind Amanda and Stephen? What's the energy surrounding Amanda and Stephen? Okay, Amanda and Stephen. Amanda and Stephen. Amanda and Stephen. All right, we've got clock. Not enough. Sunglasses. Interesting pull. All right, so we have the clock. Needing time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, and progress. So what does that mean? Does that mean that their clock is running out? That, they're always constantly repeating cycles that they just can't seem to break? What's up with the time? That's interesting. I think I heard today, and I cannot remember the video that I heard it from. Was it This Country Girl's Life? I really like her. I don't know if you guys have ever came across This Country Girl's Life. I'm going to make sure that I share her channel in the description box as well, because if I'm not mistaken, I only watched her video today. It's the only video I watched. And she had a short 30-minute video. It's a smaller channel, but I really like her, and she's growing, and I think that she deserves to grow. I really like her personality and the way she goes over cases. But she talks about the case, and if I'm not mistaken, there was something said in relation to the boyfriend, Amanda's boyfriend, Stephen, or husband, where he made a comment that he was barricading himself in the house because he was scared, or they were scared because of what had happened to Debbie, and for whatever reason might have been thinking that this was a threat to them, or that their safety, was an issue. And that just popped into my head with this time. Is there something going on that's more to the story, and they're worried about something? Let's just keep it in mind. Okay, we'll keep it in mind. And then we have sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. The stalking and the looking And the watching is what is really drawing my attention in. Was Debbie stalked that day? But then again, we are reading on Amanda and Steven. Do they have anything to do with watching or stalking Debbie? Were they in the vicinity? And I believe on A Country Girl's Life, or This Country Girl's Life, she also said something to the effect of that it came out that Amanda actually had said to the police or admitted, or what, I don't know what it was, but she said something about she had been to that dollar store that day. I don't know if that's the truth. I don't know if she just said that. It's so weird, and I haven't been following this story too much, but from the bits and pieces that I'm hearing, it's just like, what is going on? There's so many things. But we've got a stalking card, all right? So we've got time, we've got a clock, we've got stalking. I look at the sunglasses as also a mask, all right? It's a mask, and so you're hiding your identity. You're hiding who you truly are. And then we have not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. Wow. This is actually a positive deck. I use this deck in my private readings. I don't usually, pull cards that are like this. Not to say that they don't come out too, but not 3 of them in a row, right? If I pull 3, there's usually 2 positive ones and maybe something like this. It doesn't just come out with bam, 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 okay? So this is really telling of Amanda and Steven's relationship and energy around them. It's not good. It's not good. We've got jealousy, frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy, but not enough. Not enough. What does that mean? Was there not enough money? Did they not have enough money to pay something, or did they not have enough money to buy something? If you're, following this story at the bare minimum, like I am, you know that they have some drug issues that has come out. Was this something to do with drugs? I don't know. I'm waiting for the Devil to come out. I'm waiting for maybe the 7 of Cups. Things that could, any kind of Cups card, even a King of Cups or Queen of Cups, but reversed. Something along those lines to come out. And if that does come out, then I take that as it does have something to do with this case. So let's keep those out, because relationship between Amanda and Steven is not in a good state, which we probably didn't need cards to know that, but it validates it, right? All right. So now let's get into it. Well, let me not shuffle it like that. See, guys, I listen to your comments. I do. I read them and I listen to them. I don't always respond right away, but I will get there eventually. It might be a month later, but I try. But I did hear that people, said that the shuffling was loud, so I am trying to tweak it and not shuffle like that. Especially now, because this new microphone is like directly in front of me, so. All right. Debbie Collier. Debbie Collier. This first question is just whatever comes out, whatever energy is coming out, whatever Debbie wants to put out there. Let's just see where it goes. And this is a new tarot deck. It is the Tarot of Oppositions. I used this one on that little 3-card spread for Sammy the other day. I've used it a couple of times now. I really like it, but it is different. I'm getting used to it. Okay, we're going to take that one. And it is a reversal. It's the 2 of Wands. When I put in reversals, I will usually just shuffle like this, and then whatever card I land on, I will flip a few of those cards reversed or around. Sometimes it's just one single card. Sometimes it's a couple of cards. It's just whatever I happen to grab. That's how I end up doing my reversals, in case anybody is wondering. I do think reversals are important, which is why I was attracted to this deck. All right, Debbie Collier. Okay, let's see what we got here. We have the 10 of Pentacles. So we've got money, we've got family. That's part of this story. We've got the Lovers, and we've got the Lovers reversed. So we've got a relationship here. We've got a couple involved. Right now, it's not looking so good as far as Amanda and Steven are concerned. Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Chariot. We've got Justice. So I'm actually glad that the Justice is coming out upright, because I do feel like we are going to have some justice in this case. I don't pick up the same vibe with this particular law enforcement as I do with some of the other cases that have been going on recently, in particular the Kylie Rodney case. So I do feel like they are working, especially with that Eight of Pentacles coming up as well. I you know, when I do these cards, or when I pull them, or when I'm reading them, I don't always feel like a card has to be just towards one item. It can represent, or it can cover a couple of different aspects. So I look at it as, this is the legal system, and this is justice. All right, so it's justice being served, and right next to it is a working card. So I do feel like law enforcement is working together, and they've got quite a lot. This is the 8, so they've got quite a lot of, I think, evidence and a lot of information. Again, I know there's going to be that press conference tomorrow, so I am going to be trying to watch it and see what they say. I think that they're going to give us a little bit more information. Well, I don't know. Let me not say that, because I don't know what they want to put out there, but they have information. They have quite a bit of it, and it's information that's going to help. Okay. But let's start here with this one, which is the Two of Wands. I am getting used to the name of the card being on the side. That's different. I'm used to it always either being on the top or the bottom. So I'm trying to get used to that. But again, because this is the Tarot of Oppositions, it's that top image that we're looking at. So not this one down here, but this one. So again, the Two of Wands is, you know, it's choices. It's like trying to figure out what to do. What's coming out at me with this particular card is that I have heard that Debbie Collier was holding on to a branch or something in a ravine, or she was holding on to something. And that is what popped out in my head when I picked this card out. That's her. That is Debbie right there. That is Debbie. And she's trying to get back up. All right. This is not somebody who, you know, purposely jumped off of a cliff or a ravine or anything like that. This is a woman who was trying to get out of this situation, right? This is a guy who's literally trying to climb up. So there's that. And then we've got that money card, and we've got, you know, the Ten of Pentacles is, I look at that as family as well, or there's some sort of familial connection, right? But it's reversed, and there's a darker kind of, you know, feeling towards this one. And it looks like instead of them holding on to the pentacle like this, it's, you know, it's that jealousy. It's that jealousy and not enough. That's what I'm getting. That's the connection. It's not enough. They want more. They want more. This person wants more. There's somebody in Debbie's life, because this card is coming out right next to Debbie. That's her. This is involved in this situation, and it's somebody that wanted money, wanted more, assuming that this is money. It might not even be money. I look at Pentacles as being anything of value to that person. Maybe that person values, you know, drugs or alcohol or something. It's just whatever that person values. But I think because we do have this Venmo transfer of $23.85, I think that money is definitely like hand in hand if it does have something to do with drugs. But it's not enough, and it's wanting more. Okay, so that's definitely something. And it's two people. So what are the odds of that? Two people. I mean, it's a couple. It's a husband and wife. And we've got the same couple right here. We've got the same couple. And it's the reverse lovers. So this is I'm so far with what's coming out. I'm not saying anything for fact, but Amanda and Steven are not looking good right now based on what's coming out in this read. This is a new deck for me, so I'm not used to seeing, I mean, all decks are different, but usually that Ten of Pentacles is like a family. It's a whole group of people, right? It's usually a whole group, or it's, you know, the what I like to think of as the grandpa and, you know, the kids and the grandkids. But it's more than two people. But in this case, it's two people. It's that same couple. It's the same couple. And even that what was this? The Two of Wands? The Two of Wands. Again, it's two. It's two. So I do believe that two people are involved in Debbie's passing, okay? As of right now, I'm not picking up anything of self-harm. I don't pick that up. I'm seeing a couple here. Seeing a couple that have some issues, some serious issues. And then we have the Chariot. So the Chariot, I like where the Chariot is coming up in this read. I don't usually use any kind of particular spreads or anything like that. I just kind of go with the flow and what I feel like doing, and I don't even have a particular order. I just go through and pick what I want to pick. And with tarot, there's no wrong way. You do it how you feel like you want to do it, and you stick with that. But I do pay attention to how some things come out, like, you know, this one here being in between the Lovers and Debbie, or the Work card being near the Justice card, and now the Chariot. So that's movement forward. I think that this case is going forward, and I think it's going forward quickly. And that's why I'm saying that it's the case, because it's between these two cards that I connected to law enforcement. I think that this is going to be one of those cases where it's baffled everybody for a while, a couple days, a week now. But it's not going to be one of those cases where I feel like it's going to take months and months and months to get information. And I do believe that law enforcement has a lot of information that they're not sharing. Whether they share that tomorrow, I don't know. But I think that this case is going to be solved. And I think that there's going to be some movement here really, really soon. So let me pull what else. What do we want to know? What happened? I mean, if daughter and son-in-law are the ones involved, why? How did this happen? Why did Debbie go out of her way to go to the dollar store? Why was she an hour and a half away from home? All right, what else happened? Tell us the story. Tell us the story of what happened. What was this about? What's going on? The Knight of Pentacles reversed. This is about money. It's about money. Ten of Wands. The Five of Pentacles. This is about money. So the fact that the Empress reversed. The Five of Swords. So somebody... Knight of Cups. We've got a lot of... couple fives. 2 5s is a lot, because 5s are kind of hectic. For all the money that's coming up, and for also this card here in the beginning, the not enough card, okay? So not being grateful for what you have, wanting more, needing more, doing whatever you can do to get more, and all these pentacles coming up, it really does make me look at that Venmo transfer. There's something to that. There is absolutely something to that. And a couple of people, I was going through the comments on This Country Girl's Life, and, you know, I was reading somebody, I can't remember who the name, well, I wouldn't say that anyways, but somebody made a comment that if you are in a dire situation and you're truly being, quote unquote, kidnapped, right? Why would going to your Venmo and making a money transfer be your first priority? If you were in that situation and you had the capabilities of using your phone and you know, doing all of that, logging into your account and doing all of that, why wouldn't you just call 911 if that's the case? So it is odd, given the situation, as to why that time and why that particular amount. I'd be curious to know if that was the money, all of the money that she had, you know, if that's a particular amount that somebody needed, maybe, I don't know. But the fact that there was a transfer, and with the message to go along with that transfer, it said something to the effect of, they won't let me go, the house key is under the flower pot. It's just weird. It's like, of all the people you could have called or sent a message to, that's what you decided to do. So I with the Pentacles, like I said, I just feel like there's something here with money. We've got the Ten of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. And, you know, I'm looking at, to be honest with you, I'm looking at the Five of Pentacles and the Empress as Debbie. And it makes me wonder if I'm getting this feeling that maybe Debbie was the person that would help Amanda out whenever she needed it, but for whatever reason, maybe Amanda had asked for a sum of money that Debbie was not willing to give her, and that really angered Amanda potentially, because I feel like, you know, this is Debbie saying, I've given you everything that I have. I don't have nothing, I don't have anything left to give you. Whatever I have left, it's for survival and living. I will give you what I can, but right now I can't. Okay, or right now I can't give that amount. That's what I feel like we're looking at here. And again, the Empress. The Empress is turned up, the Empress is coming out reversed as well. So that is Debbie too. And it's the energy around Debbie as far as how Amanda sees her mother, when possibly there could have been a refusal. So Amanda, potentially Amanda, or this person might be thinking, oh, they have it to give. I know they have it to give. Why won't they give it to me? They're being stingy, right? I need this. Why can't she give it to me? She's not being honest. She has that money. All right, I'll find a way to get that money no matter what I have to do, because I'm at my wit's end. All right, and I feel like Debbie was at her wit's end too. I feel like Debbie was losing her patience. This is that card. Debbie was losing her patience with Amanda and the loaning of money. We've all seen all the transfers. You know, it's for gas, it's for, you know, prescriptions, it's for a battery, this, that, whatever. And Amanda is 36 years old. Now, it appears that Amanda has, you know, a history of having some rough challenges in life. And I think that Debbie and even the brother have helped Amanda as often as they possibly can, but not everybody can help all the time. And that's okay, right? We help when we can. We don't just help until we're empty. And I think that that's what Amanda expected. Amanda expected it when she wanted it, how much she wanted, okay? And she wanted it as of yesterday. And I think it was really starting to wear down Debbie. She was getting tired of it. She was getting tired of it. And that changed the feelings towards Mom as far as Amanda is concerned. All right, so she ended up, you know, there's something here going on. And then we got the Five. We've got the Five of Swords. Yeah. Again, it's for entertainment purposes. Let me just add that. But I do feel like this is Amanda here holding those, what is it? 2 swords, walking away. I don't know too much about the area where Debbie was found, other than the fact that I think I did hear that she was down a ravine or holding on to something or trying to hold on to something. But I don't know if it's a woodsy area or if there's some water around it, you know, maybe a little river or, you know, something like that. So I'm looking at the area and it's vast here. And here is Amanda just walking away. She's also barefoot. So there's something there. She looks young. Okay. So that matches the daughter. Yeah, there's a connection. There's a connection here. The Knight of Pentacles, again, money. Now, to me, the Knight of Pentacles, that would be Stephen. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It could also, you know, reflect Amanda as well. But I think that this was very much a team operation because of the Lovers card and that Ten of Pentacles. So they were working together. But that's him. That's him as well. So he being on a horse, you know, there's some transportation here going on. You know, were they in that area? Possibly. The Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Yeah, this to me is a couple that's involved. All right, again, let me ask here. All right. Are Amanda and Stephen in that area, and why? Why was Debbie 90 minutes away? Why was Debbie 90 minutes away? And was she being watched? Was she lured? You know what? Look at that again. Doesn't it look like she's motioning for someone to follow her? That absolutely could be a luring card. As soon as I said that, I thought back to this girl. You know, it's almost like saying, well, follow me. I'll take you there. Follow me. Why would you not follow her, especially if it's somebody that you know, like your child, perhaps? You're not thinking anything, but she's got these two swords in her hand. Okay, so she's got some sort of plan. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords. The Moon. The Moon reversed. The King of Cups. So not surprising that the King of Cups came out. Oh, wow, we've got the Queen of Cups. So this here is Stephen and Amanda. They're coming out as the Queen and King of Cups because of the drinking and possibly the drugs. You know, maybe they don't necessarily... That cup signifies that to me. Okay, that's what the cup signifies. And they're coming out as one and the same. I'm thinking that Amanda and Stephen have very much a lot to do with this case and what happened to Debbie. Unfortunately, I think that this is all about being stingy and, you know, again, not having enough, not feeling like they you know, are getting what is due them. I think that there was something there where they were getting something on a regular basis and that something was cut off, right? Because we also have this Ace of Pentacles. Instead of the Ace of Pentacle giving, it's taking. It's taking. This money, this Venmo transfer, the $23.85, that was taken. That wasn't given, it was taken. And then we've got the Eight of Swords and the Moon. The Eight of Swords is reversed as well. The Eight of Swords. It's got an empty chair. The person's not even here. But there's a rope there. There's a chair and there's a rope. Yeah, I definitely don't feel like Debbie did any of this to herself. I don't think it was an accident. I don't think that there was, I leaned over a fire and I accidentally, you know, my shirt caught fire. No, I don't feel like that is coming up in this reading at all. We have a couple, and the couple that I'm focused on in this reading is Amanda and Stephen. And of course, it is a tarot reading, so I'm not saying that, yes, they had something to do with it, but my feeling is that that's where this reading is leading to. So I will be very curious to know what comes out tomorrow in that press conference. But this was like a luring and a trapped, right? She was trapped there. She could not get out. Debbie, I'm referring to Debbie. Debbie was lured there and she was trapped. I don't think that she went out there, you know, on her own, you know, free will. I mean, she may have driven out there to meet someone, you know, very, very well could have been her daughter, or someone else, but she was going out there with a purpose. It wasn't a purpose to unalive herself or anything like that. This was a trap. It's like a trap. Okay. This person is trapped. So this was a trap. This was a setup, and unfortunately it worked. There's a lot to this story that's going to come out, and, you know, I think it's going to come out rather soon. This is the Moon card, and it's the Moon card reverse. So there's it's just a lot of lies involving the story that we're hearing from the daughter and from the son-in-law. Okay, all the stuff about, yeah, I'm scared and we're scared and, you know, we loved her and this and that. I haven't watched the interview. I'm only going by the little bits and pieces that I've read in comments or something, but all of that, I would guess, is not true. Okay, these people, this couple here, right next to the Moon card, I probably wouldn't trust a damn thing that comes out of their mouth, because it's not true. And I do think that that's going to come out. It's going to come out, and I think it's going to come out soon. All right, let me pull a couple more cards here with a different deck, and then I'm going to go ahead and end this reading. All right, let me see here. What do we got? Let's go with this one here, the Book of Shadows, Volume 2. All right, Debbie Collier. Debbie Collier. What more information do we need to know about Debbie Collier? I wonder where, have they said anywhere where Debbie's phone is? I wonder. I don't know if that was in some of the things that were listed that they found. Oh no, that was with what she purchased. I'm curious about her phone. Where is her phone? That's interesting. You know, that, or if they are checking phone records to see if there was any communication between the daughter or the son-in-law and Debbie. You know, anything like, yeah, you know, we have a flat tire. Can you come out and help us? Or, you know, something along those lines, because that's what I'm kind of leaning towards. I almost feel like there was a call to her, or a text or something, probably a call, and it was a call saying, I need help. I need you to come out and do this. We're stuck. We can't get out of this situation. And Debbie, being the helpful mother that she was, goes to this location, and it is a trap. She stepped right into a trap. We've got the Empress again. So this is a mother and a child. This is between a mother and a child. The Nine of Swords. I believe that that child is knowing that the gig is up, and she's worried about it. She's definitely worried. The Death card. That Five of Swords again. Five of Swords. And the Five of Cups reversed. So, you know, there's been a couple of fives that come out here, and I really feel like this is the overall energy of Andrea, or not Andrea, I don't know why I said Andrea, I'm sorry, Amanda. This is the overall energy of Amanda, and it's not good, okay? This is definitely between a mother and a child, in my opinion. And that child is not in a good mental or emotional or physical state right now. And you have to ask yourself why. Yes, her mother just died. So there's that. That's the obvious one. But it's deeper than that. There's something more to it. We've got the Death card here in the middle, and it is reversed. Now, the Death card is not a literal death, typically in tarot. It's a symbolic death. But when I'm reading on true crime, I do sometimes look at it as a literal death. So when I'm seeing mother and child, okay, in the same pull, and all these stress cards, and then boom, death, I do feel like there's more to it than just, I'm struggling because I just lost my mom. No, you're struggling because you probably had something to do with it, and you know that this is going to come out. You know that this is not looking good for you. So I actually, and this is a shame. This is a shame card. It's a shame. It's regret. I just feel like when that card comes out in true crime readings, right? And when that card comes out, there's something that you know you've probably done. There's a reason for it. So I think that she's just kind of waiting for the hammer to drop at this point. So this doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for Amanda and Steven. I don't like the way this came out. I think that Debbie was lured there. I really do. I think she was lured by, she knows exactly who asked her to meet out there. I think that they were there. I don't know if the police have checked, you know, where they were, Amanda and Steven, that day. If they were in that area. I mean, if Amanda is admitting that she was in that dollar store earlier that day, then she is, in essence, admitting to being in that area, right? She was there, supposedly, according to her. So if that's the case, and I do believe that they were in that area, Debbie was out in that area because she was coming to the rescue. She was coming to the rescue and she stepped into a trap. I believe that the things that she was buying were things that she knew she needed to buy for this situation. It could have been a list of things that was given to her. Okay, so she went in there, she got the list, and she was headed out to do whatever she had to do. So anyway, that's the reading for today. I know it's a shorter one, but I wanted to get this up, and I was kind of rushing today. I wanted to get it up before that press conference. So we'll see. We'll come back tomorrow and see what happens. And I'm curious, I'm curious as to how this plays out. But I do think that there is going to be justice, so that's good at least. Sending out prayers to Debbie and her family. I don't know anything about her husband, but it sounds like her son, which is Amanda's younger brother. I can't imagine what they're going through. It's just devastating. But all right, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Today is Thursday, so I might try to pop on here again tomorrow, but if not, have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you guys later. And let me know about the volume. Let me know if it was any better. Okay, thank you. Bye.